All right, y'all. We are back up in here again, real quick. Like, let me get my Otis going because you know I need that Otis, y'all. Hype it up. That's what I'm talking about. Man, welcome back, welcome back, y'all, to another episode, JVJ Network. I am your host, y'all. Let's talk with JVJ. Hope everybody doing all right on this Thursday. Man, on your way in as usual, man, do your boy favor by hitting that like, subscribe, share, turn notifications on, all that in the bag of chips. Y'all know we trying to grow around here. And I think we hit 21K, y'all. Look, for real, I think we hit 21K. I'm not sure, y'all. Y'all have to check on the channel for me. I can't see it right now. But I think we hit 21K today, man. So, we'll keep grinding, trying to do it up. But tonight I got an interesting one. Actually, it's a couple of them, y'all. I've been running across videos that are just interesting to me, and I be wanting to cover them, y'all. So we packing it all in one, y'all. We're gonna pack it all in one. But y'all seen the first question on the whatever the fuck the title. Are Trump voters racist, man? I ran across a video where a guy was actually trying to explain that they're not, and look, I disagree with this video. Like, he said a lot of things in there that are true, but the ultimate premise of the video I disagree with. But I wanted to show it because I thought it was pretty interesting. And shout out to Chris up in the building. I see you. But yeah, I wanted to cover this one, man, because it was pretty interesting to me in the grand scheme of things, because people are trying to actually study this. They're trying to study the phenomenon of a Trump voter, and I'm gonna give my opinion of what it is at the end, but I'm gonna play the video for y'all and let y'all see how he tries to come to his conclusion, and I'll show y'all the comment section too, because the comments I don't think the comments were agreeing with him either. But either way, though, as usual, man, get your cigarettes, get your weed, get whatever you need. We're gonna jump into the video, and shout out. I'm gonna give him a shout out anyways because I'm covering the video. But shout out to Doctor y'all, Vinay Renija. Renaja. I don't know. I think he's Indian or something. It doesn't really matter. Either way, though, let's go ahead and jump into this one, y'all. Let's see what we got.
America, you have a race problem.
America's historic division over race remains at the heart of so many conflicts we see today.
400 years ago, the first slave ships arrived. A civil war that killed 600,000 people fought over the right to own other human beings. Then, a century of segregation.
He's looking for progress. He wants to move forward in the American mainstream. Segregation holds him back.
Lynchings, redlining, banks drawing literal red lines around black neighborhoods, all inside living memory. And according to half the country, that history never ended. It just changed clothes. And in 2016, they'll tell you it did something it had never done before. It elected a president, Donald J. Trump.
We will make America great again.
That's the story.
Now, I want y'all to understand something real quick, like, because I have conversations back and forth with a lot of my Caucasian brothers and sisters, and they debate. There's nothing in the way of black people in 2026. We need to get over slavery and all these woo things. I'm gonna rewind back real quick, because it's amazing to tell people to get over shit like this, y'all. Like, 400 years of this bullshit going on, and you just tell people to get over it as if it has no effect on what's going on today. Like, they just dismiss this shit. It blows my mind how they feel like it. But I'm going to play that part again where he goes down the list of all the things that have happened to black Americans. Like, the things that the government, everybody has done. White folks have done to us and shit in this country. And it's like, y'all tell us to just let it go like it doesn't matter.
That killed 600,000 people fought over the right to own other human beings. Then, a century of segregation.
He's looking for progress. He wants to move forward in the American mainstream. Segregation holds him back.
Lynchings, redlining, banks drawing literal red lines around black neighborhoods, all inside living memory.
Deal with that type of shit and then tell me why somebody should get over it. Because a lot of people don't understand with the redlining, like, dude, y'all couldn't get loans. Like, black people couldn't get loans to move. Like, even if they had the money, they had a good job, they couldn't move their family into certain neighborhoods because banks were in cahoots with all the other racist white folks. It's like, no, we're going to hold these black people back. So they got to stay in areas where their homes are devalued. So think about passing on wealth. That's the number one way you pass on wealth. Home ownership. You get that house, it builds wealth. You can pass it on to the next generation. Black people were literally held out of being able to do that. And they act like that's nothing. On top of the lynchings, just grabbing black people and murdering them for no damn reason because y'all feel some type of way. Some white lady cried and said he did it, and that's all you needed to hear. Like, it's crazy that they don't understand the gravity of what people went through, and then to sit around and say, look at y'all should be where we are at right now. You have every opportunity that we have. Like, bitch, no, first off, we don't right now. It's still fucking bullshit going on. But like, bro, y'all already you've never had any type of shit against you. And you telling the people that just got a chance to come to sit at the table a little bit, that they should be the same place you at, bro, you crazy. But either way, though.
And according to half the country, that history never ended. It just changed clothes. And in 2016, they'll tell you it did something it had never done before. It elected a president, Donald J. Trump.
We will make America great again.
That's the story. You've heard it 1,000 times. But the question is it true? If you watch this channel, you know I've made a few videos about Trump already, why people voted for him, whether his movement survives, and what happens in 2028. And under every single one, the same comments. Vinay, you haven't talked about race. Vinay, Trump is a racist. Vinay, his voters are racist too. So fine, as so many of you have
I know how to say his name now. Vinay. All right.
asked, let's break it down. Are Trump voters racist? Are the tens of millions of people who voted for him cut from the same segregated cloth? Oh, and one ground rule. This video is about Trump voters, not about whether Trump himself is racist.
I am the least racist person that you...
Okay, we ain't got to ask that question. We know Trump is racist, bro. Like, for anybody that sits around here still to this day and says he's not, I'm like, well, explain all of this over here. And we can cover that another day, all the racist shit Trump done did, and racist shit Trump done said. But Trump's a racist. It ain't enough for debate on that.
You have ever met.
That's a different question. The history of racism in America is real, and nobody serious denies it. The question is whether it explains 80 million votes. That's the accusation, and that's what we're going to test. Let's dive in.
Are you suggesting that the entire Trump vote was racist and by racists?
I think yes.
I just found out that if you have 2 cars on your car insurance, this is one.
No, Lord, no. That boy need to work on them braids right there. Them braids. It's probably AI though. That look like AI though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Fine. Don't even look.
I surveyed these people. I focus grouped them. And they are really, really tired of being accused of either racism or sexism because they voted for Donald Trump.
But first, we have a...
Well, hang on. I'm just saying, like, usually you vote for people that represent you and you have similar ideas or similar morals to the people that you want to put in charge to argue on your behalf. And if this guy's a sexist and this guy's a racist, it would beg to differ that you might be that way too because you voted for him. Y'all literally don't vote for any woman president because you don't believe a woman should be running the country. So I'm like, you voted for this guy, man, it don't matter. It's crazy to me. They sat around and said, all these people they just want a better country and stuff. It's like, bro, what did that motherfucker run on? Harming other people. Everybody except white people.
Problem, the word. Racist is doing an enormous amount of work in this argument, and nobody in the comments has agreed on what it means. So let's fix that physically with this board. And in this board, I'm going to go from most racist to least racist to understand the question, are Trump voters actually racist? So let's start with card 1. Card 1 is open racism, the belief that some races are superior to others. Klan robes, neo-Nazi marches, everyone agrees that this is racism. Card 2 is animus. It's not a grand ideology, but it's just hostility, like at Little Rock High School in the 1950s. These people have negative feelings about others because of their race. Card 3 is resentment. It's no stated hostility at all, but opposition to efforts to fix racial inequality built on beliefs like other groups work their way up, why the special treatment? Remember this card. It's about to become the most important object of this video. Card 4 is defining it as indifference. No negative feelings toward anyone, but not especially bothered by racism either. If the prices of gas or groceries is right, a racist joke at a rally is someone else's problem. And card 5 is egalitarian or equality. It actively believes in equal treatment full stop, that people should be judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. So if you see this board, it goes from most racist to, I would say, less racist or not racist at all. It goes from open racism, animus, resentment, indifference to egalitarian. Now here's the trick that explains my entire comment section. When one person insists Trump voters are racist and another insists they're not, they're usually not disagreeing about the voters, they're disagreeing about where on this board the word racist stops. Some people draw the line after card 1. Others draw it all the way past card 4. Now, keep this board in your mind. At the end, we're going to come back to it and we're going to place the actual evidence on it card by card. Just a quick one. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do.
Hey,
I'm Dr. Vinay Raniga, a political leadership scholar from the University of...
Hey, man, I don't care about none of that. Y'all subscribe over here and shit. Let's go.
How is it racist? If you don't like this country, get out. Leave. That's all he said. He didn't use any names.
Start with the evidence that makes half the people in my comments so confident. After 2016, political scientists ran autopsies on the election. The popular theory, economic anxiety. But that kept failing. At the individual level, losing your job or feeling poor barely predicted a Trump vote. So what did? Since the 1980s, surveys have used something called the racial resentment scale.
Now, I hope y'all heard that, right? All these people sitting around here talking about they voted for him because of economics, the economy and shit. Well, they already surveyed a lot of these people and it showed that the economy had no say-so on what they really vote, why they really voted for him. None whatsoever. So all them people that say I voted for him because he's a businessman, that's bullshit. That is some bullshit they would say to people to try to get him off their back. Because he had already bankrupt I don't know how many companies. So I'm like, you voting for a dude that goes bankrupt all the time? It's like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
4 statements you agree or disagree with, like Irish, Italian, Jewish, and many other minorities overcame prejudice and worked their way up. Blacks should do the same without any special favors. Agree strongly or all the way to disagree strongly. So notice that these 4 questions, first really published by Kinders and Saunders in this book, are actually a machine for measuring this card of resentment. So in 2016, your score on it predicted Trump support better than almost anything else. One major study found that racial and gender attitudes explained Trump voting far better than economic dissatisfaction. The definitive academic book in 2016 found the link between racial attitudes and vote choice was stronger that year than in any other modern election. A third study tracking the same voters over time found the driver wasn't personal hardship, it was the feeling of a group losing its place in line. Note, the researchers use a
losing power to the other ethnic groups that are starting to grow while their group is not growing. Clearly about race. Like, that is a big fear that's in the Caucasian community, and it's a theory that they be pushing around for the longest. If we don't stay in power and somehow they get in power, they're going to do to us what we did to them. Even though we sit around all damn day long and deny that it even happened to them and it wasn't that bad, they are doing everything in their power right now. And that was a big reason for putting Trump in office. Everything in their power to hold on to that power that they claim they don't fucking have. Y'all got to follow. Like, look at people's actions. They say these things are not happening and we're just making it up and it's just we're blowing stuff out of proportion. But look how hard they try to preserve that shit. You're not making it up, bro. It's clear as day.
Specific word. They use the word activation, not conversion. The attitudes were already in the electorate. The campaign switched them on.
You see all these immigrant groups, people coming in from other countries. They get tons of assistance. But what about the people who live here, who are, American citizens, have been here all our lives? It's almost like we don't matter enough. Maybe our votes don't matter enough.
So is that case closed and card 3 lights up and the people...
And a lot of them think that. And it's crazy when you hear it coming from a white person. That's the shit that really gets me. It's kind of rich coming from the group that has all, like, you have the number one recipient of food stamps, welfare, all that shit is them. And you talking about somebody else getting something. And honestly, when they say they're getting something, like, it's not even the way they blew it out to be. Like, in certain cities, yeah, they did that shit. But there was no federal government initiative to fucking pay for immigrants to be funded to live and all that. It wasn't none of that. Different states had different things they did. Like, I know they was tripping about New York when they was busing. Greg Abbott was busting them across state lines. I call that human trafficking. Like, I don't know why nobody else didn't call it human trafficking. You had people come into the country illegally. Y'all had them in Texas. Y'all locked them up. Then y'all put them on a bus and y'all sent them across multiple state lines to New York and other Democratic cities to try to be assholes. That is human trafficking to me. That's human trafficking to me, y'all. I don't know what y'all call it, but that's human trafficking to me.
Who commented that Trump voters are racist win? Well, hold on a second, because there's a mathematical problem with everything I
forgot to say, against they will too. Against they will.
Just said.
Want to become a cybersecurity engineer? If
Oh,
you're tired
Lord
of your
Jesus. They
current
got these
career,
commercials
even
today,
though you're
yo.
getting paid well, and you
I'm a Democrat, but I actually voted for Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump. I had voted for Obama in the 2 previous elections.
I always voted for liberals, but I voted for Donald Trump.
Those studies measured correlation, which attitudes line up with which votes across the whole electorate. But elections aren't decided by the whole electorate. They're decided by the people who switch.
And are you voting?
No. They decided by the damn electoral college. Like, you really want to get down to the nitty gritty. But I understand what he's trying to say, but it's really decided by the electoral college. But I'll go back a little bit.
Elections aren't decided by the whole electorate. They're decided by the people who switch.
And are you voting for Donald Trump? Yeah, as of this moment, yeah. I'd be voting for Donald Trump.
Think of a restaurant. Survey everyone eating there and you learn who your typical customer is. But if business...
A bunch of fucking dummies, y'all. And I understand, like, I really understand this, because this is like the epiphany I came to it. All them people that voted for this dude, like, I can try to give you a pass the first time. After the first time, you're just an idiot. Like, straight up. And people be like, oh, man, don't shame those people for making their vote. And, you know, everybody can make mistakes or whatever. I be hearing people on the left that be saying that shit, trying to like, man, we can bring in allies. Man, fuck that shit, y'all. On some real shit. Fuck that. These dummies watch this man crash the economy his first 4 years, mishandle COVID, made the White House a circus, and they voted for that motherfucker 2 more times. 2 more times out of the next 8 years. It's like, no, bro. Like, that's intentional, bro. That's not being stupid. That's intentional, man. That's intentional. And it wasn't about the economy, because he fucked that up. It was for another reason.
Suddenly booms, the typical customer can't explain it. You need the new customers. A Stanford team asked exactly that about 2016. Not who were Trump's voters, but who were his new voters, the ones that actually got him the presidency. The answer breaks the simple story. Trump's gains came disproportionately from this side of the board, from white voters with moderate racial attitudes. The high scorers on card 3 were mostly voting Republican anyway. The needle was moved by people sitting around cards 4 and cards 5. And this next point should bother this simple story.
And see, and that's where I disagree with him. That was the first time I disagreed with him for real on this shit. It wasn't in between resentment and it wasn't in between indifference and egalitarian. Man, look, you got resentment. Like, you got racists on the Democratic side. Like, I don't understand why people act like there aren't racist Democrats. There are white people, Hispanic people, even black people in the Democratic Party that don't like other racial groups. Straight up. Whether it's their own or whether it's somebody else. Like, stop acting like it ain't no racist in the Democratic Party. That's what I'm saying. It can go all the way to resentment and all this shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, some people, like, I know racists. I'm from Alabama. They hang around black people. They try to hang around them and be friends and cool with them at work and stuff all the time and go home and call them nigga all goddamn night. Like, they just want to put on that facade, that image that they're not that way, because they know it's a taboo in society right now, still a little bit, but it's getting less and less. It's getting weaker. Like, more people are feeling more comfortable coming out and just announcing that they're racist. Look, we got Chud the Builder and all this shit, and people raising money for him. The lady in New York or wherever the hell she was, calling that black kid a nigga. Look, like an autistic kid. Like, then they raised almost $1 million. I think over $1 million for the lady. Like, man, come on, we got a lot of people coming out, man. Like, it don't matter, man. He trying to say between indifference and egalitarianism. I don't agree. I believe that shit goes all the way across the goddamn board.
And this next point should bother this simple story even more. By most estimates, 6 to 9 million Trump voters in 2016 actually voted for Barack Obama. Some voted for...
That means nothing. That's like saying I have a black friend. Right? It's like saying I have a black friend. And shit, look what you had, Obama or Kerry. No, it wasn't Kerry. Obama or... was it Romney? I forget who Obama ran against, but he wasn't a good option on the Republican side, bro. Obama was just too smooth, too cool for school. He wasn't gonna beat him. Like you couldn't beat him. You like, look, that's a smart nigga right there. That's how they literally had to say that, even though they hated him the whole time he was in there. It's like, come on, bro, that's not really saying nothing.
Obama twice, then switched to Trump.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
It's smooth.
Whole Midwestern counties went Obama, Trump. Whatever those people were doing, won't vote for someone who doesn't look like them, doesn't survive contact with their own voting history. And one more twist. Researchers tracking the same white Americans across the Trump years found expressed prejudice didn't rise. It fell on measure after measure. So the picture's blurry, but then 2024 happened and the picture wasn't blurry anymore, it broke.
Donald Trump has put together by far the most diverse coalition for the Republican Party since the 1980s. 1 in 3 ethnic minority American voters for Donald Trump yesterday, something that many people would have found incredible.
Whatever your theory of Trump voters, it has to explain 2024. Starr County, Texas, on the border, 97% Hispanic. In 2016, Hillary Clinton won it by 60 points. In 2024, Trump won it, the first Republican presidential candidate to do it in over a century. Dearborn, Michigan, America's largest Arab majority city. Trump won that too. And nationally, 48% of Latino voters, up from 36 in 2020 and 28 in 2016. And among Latino men, he won outright. He won 15% of black voters, nearly double the share in 2020. On the famous map of shifts from 2020 to 2024, the arrows pointing right are the biggest in the Bronx, in Queens, in immigrant neighborhoods of Chicago and Houston. And so here's the uncomfortable symmetry of it. The 2016 map, whitest counties swinging hardest, looked like evidence of a racial story. In the 2024 map, the most diverse counties in America swinging right, while voters said prices and the border looks like evidence of an economic one. It's the same candidate, rhetoric, if anything harsher, but opposite maps. So which is it? Are the 2016 studies wrong? Are millions of Latino and black voters voting for racism against themselves? Or is something wrong with how we've been asking the question? I think it's...
No. It's the first part. It's the first part. You had a decent amount of black folks. Like, because honestly, man, black people voted overwhelmingly for Kamala Harris and voted for the Democrats. Like, stop all that shit. You can say more black men voted for Trump. Yeah, you had black women that voted for Trump. Like, it is what it is. But overwhelmingly, we're the one group where over 50% in the men, well, you can even take it even higher. Fucking 80% and 80% and the men and women voted for the Democratic Party. Like, it ain't like it was a crazy thing with that. But when it came to the Hispanics, that was the craziest part because he was talking about kicking your fucking family out, like, and people that look like you out. That shows some real deep hatred right there. Like, literally, I heard a conversation between a black dude and a Hispanic dude from like Guatemala or some shit like that. And he was talking about how he voted for Trump. And he was talking about he just felt like he got tricked. It's like, nigga, are you fucking stupid? I'm glad I wasn't a part of the conversation because I would have said something to him. Like, bro, you fucking retarded. Like, on some real shit. Like, you literally voted. He was talking about kicking out your people that look like you, your brothers and sisters and shit. And you know some people that then came over here illegally and shit because your English ain't even that good. Like, you know some people that done snuck over here. You probably done help some people sneak over here. And your ass voted for somebody that said he was going to kick them all the fuck out. And it's like, nigga, you got tricked? Nah, bro. You didn't get tricked, man. You knew what the hell, you knew what you was doing, man. And that's some self-hate shit right there. How you going to vote to get your own folks kicked the fuck up out of here?
The last one. It's time to inspect the measuring device itself.
All right, got another commercial, y'all. Commercials.
Let me say it one more time.
Look at this coon ass motherfucker right here. I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker so goddamn goofy, ugly as fuck too.
Let me say it one more.
I ain't the best looking motherfucker around here, but I'm glad I don't look like that nigga. I'm just being honest with you. I'm glad I don't look like him. Hell to the no.
More time. America is not a racist country.
Hold on. I didn't think I was gonna use no sounds tonight, but I'm gonna use one for that one right there.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Nobody say that shit in front of all them white people. They were like, yeah, we're not racist. It's like, man, no, good goddamn way you gonna go home and say, man, them niggers. Like, come on, man. That shit is funny as hell. I swear they be having them tap dancers come up there. And they just want fucking white approval so bad. I don't know what they get out of that. Like, I'm cool with white folks, but I'm like, nigga, I ain't finna goddamn turn on my own group to get y'all to tell me I'm cool with some shit. Bitch, I know I'm cool. Like, it gotta be the money or something. I don't know, man. He a coon, bro. They cheering that shit. They're like, yes.
Let's go back to card 3 and the 4-statement scale that measures it. For decades, it's been the standard scientific instrument for detecting racism in politics. But there's one problem. Political scientists aren't sure what it actually detects. A few years ago, 2 Harvard researchers ran a beautifully simple experiment. They took the scale statements and swapped the group. Instead of asking whether Black Americans should overcome disadvantage without special favors, they asked it about Lithuanians, a group nobody in America has very strong feelings about. If the scale measures racial animus, changing the group should change the answer. It barely did. Conservative answered almost identically.
Keyword, it barely. And then on top of that, who the hell, most Americans don't even know what Lithuanians even look like, dude. Like on some real shit, you saying some foreign shit. Them motherfuckers can point Lithuania out on a map. I don't think that's like, okay, whatever. He's saying they changed the group and saw how they felt and they voted, they stole it the exact same way. It's like, okay, so they don't want nobody to get nothing. Okay, what are you trying to prove? You still be racist. I'm just saying, like, I don't get the logic in that one.
Changing the group should change the answer. It barely did. Conservative answered almost identically about Lithuanians and African Americans, which suggests the scale may be capturing something else. A general belief that nobody should get special treatment and that hard work explains outcomes. Okay, you may be seeing the picture now and the circularity of it all. Conservatively
coming from the group that didn't work hard to get what they got. That's fucking rich. That's rich. But I be seeing it like for real. Like the motherfuckers didn't vote to benefit themselves in the grand scheme of things. They voted for this shit to harm other folks. Like that's what a lot of fucking Trump voters voted for. They voted because the motherfucker said he was going to harm other people that don't look like them. I'm being dead ass serious because it can't be about economics and none of that shit. He gonna get all the immigrants out. And supposedly he said he wasn't gonna start no wars, but they still supporting this motherfucker when he started one. So I'm like, bro, they voted for that motherfucker because he was gonna harm other people and he had similar views like they did. They disrespectful, mean, and nasty, just like Trump is disrespectful, mean, and nasty. And he's somebody they can relate to. He can relate to, and he gonna harm some people that we don't like either. You know, that we've been told not to like, and we don't like him. So he gonna do it for us. So yeah, he gets our vote. I don't get. There's no other reason.
Voters score high on a scale that partly measures conservative beliefs, and their votes for a conservative then gets reported as racial resentment predicting Trump support. Some of that is real signals. Studies using explicit measures do find genuine animus in a slice of the electorate. There is no denying that. That's cards 1 and 2, and they're not empty. But part of it is the instrument measuring ideology and then calling it card 2. So in other words, science isn't even sure you can use card 3 on this spectrum at all. And the problem is the 2016 studies all run through the data of card 3. So let's do what I promised and really go back to this board. Cards 1 and 2, open racism and animus, a real slice of the electorate, although a minority, does live here. Surveys and experiments do confirm it. This slice of the electorate has long existed before 2016. What about card 3, resentment? This is where the most famous studies put the strongest 2016 correlation. But after the Lithuanians experiment, we genuinely don't know how much of this card is about race and how much of it is about political ideology. The most cited evidence sits on the most contested card. And cards 4 and 5, this is where the decide.
Their whole political ideology is based off of race. Like, do they not understand that? I don't think they understand it. Like, dude, you're talking about the same two things. Their whole political ideology is based off of race. You're saying race or political ideology. They're one and the same. They're one and the same.
Were the moderates whose switch actually elected him, the 6 to 9 million Obama Trump voters, and by 2024, millions of Latino, Black, and Arab American voters.
How many of you voted for President Obama during at least one of the elections? Great, all of you. How many of you voted for President Trump? This is what I think is fascinating.
Now,
stupid. Didn't do no research on the motherfucker before they voted for him. Stupid.
Where does racism stop? After card 1?
Or maybe they didn't care. Got to leave that on the table. Maybe they didn't care.
After card 2, after card 3, 4 even? Here's the honest answer. That's not a scientific question. Science can place people on this board, but it can't tell you where that word begins. That's a moral judgment. And it's the actual thing my comment section has been fighting about all along. Using the same word for different cards. And again, don't misconstrue this. I'm not saying that racism in America doesn't exist, but the way we talk about it has to be more defined. So both sides of my comments are holding half.
No, it doesn't. I'm just being honest with y'all. No, it doesn't. It's plain, simple, and it's clean. Like, it is what it is. You know what it is when you see it. That's racism. Oh, well, maybe that's just some resentment. Bitch, that's racism. Like that, like I don't understand trying to split it up with multiple different words to try to lessen the blow of it, because that's what I get from this.
The truth. The attitudes on this board are real, measured, and unevenly spread. The verdict, whether Trump voters are racist or not, really just depends on the line the evidence can't draw for you. Thank you so much.
Look. I want y'all to see something, because like he said all that shit, and I understand he a doctor, so you know you got to respect a little bit of the word that's coming out of his mouth. But I don't know what type of doctor, man. You a political doctor or something? But you go to this comment section, And these people like literally ain't playing with it. Like they like his comment section checking that shit. And I'm glad that some people was in here saying some shit. Like you say, is water wet? Like he's making fun of it. Is water wet, Vinny? Vinay? Whatever you have, Vinay? Like is water wet? Like you're asking all these different questions. You put all these different terms up here, these different words of describing. Hey, y'all, having an issue with internet. I don't know why I did it. Do I got some shit open? Nah, I ain't got no shit open. I ain't got no shit open. But I don't know what the hell that was. But look, man, it's water wet. They're letting Vinny know, like, bro, come on now. They see not every Trump voter is a Nazi, but every Nazi is a Trump voter. That part right there. That part right there. Even his comment section ain't even buying the bullshit. They not even buying the bullshit. It's like, bro, like he can y'all can say that they're not racist, but we know Trump is, so they voted for him. Just like people say that Trump, like they're not racist, but they voted for Trump. We know Trump is a racist. Like, bro, that makes you like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? This motherfucker said, I would say that Trump voters fall into two categories. Okay, actual racists and people whom racism isn't a big deal, isn't a deal breaker. I like that right there. That comment right there. I like that one. I'm gonna like that one. I think that's an actual good way to goddamn describe it. But by proxy, that still makes you racist, in my opinion. But I would say that the Trump voters fall into two categories. One, actual racists. Definitely a lot of those over there. And number two, people whom racism isn't a deal breaker. And if it's not a deal breaker for you, if it's not a deal breaker to see other people indiscriminately harmed, killed, disadvantaged, all because they got different skin than you got. And it's crazy though, because you're doing against the original. You're doing against God's children. We're the original. And it's like the virus is hating against the motherfucker. And I'm sorry for any of my white folks that say I said virus, that might pisses you off. But I'm like, y'all are a mutation. Like it is what it is. You don't change what's perfected already. You're a mutation of us. And that's scientifically proven. So I ain't trying to offend nobody, but I just gotta let you know what it is. But either way though, even his comment section don't agree with him. Like, I'll tell you, man, if the racists think you racist, bro, you probably a racist. I'm just being honest. And other people can disagree with it because, they don't want to feel a certain type of way. Like, dude, you voted for an openly racist dude. Sexist as fuck. He already got guilty of fucking touching women and shit. Had to pay out money on that. He's still trying not to pay that money out, y'all. He claimed he got all these biggity buckety bucks. He don't want to pay that goddamn judgment. Like, the dude is corrupt. He's a piece of shit. And it is what it is. Like, I don't know what else to tell anybody about that shit. But we going to move on from that because I told y'all, well, I wrote it in the top, man. Side chicks, y'all. Side chicks. Oh. It's hard when you got a side chick out here, y'all. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this situation that I cover right here, it involves the police too, because we're going to talk about the police, but this ain't the police video, so y'all be lucky with that one. I still got another one coming for you. But this video right here is just outrageous. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably one of the weakest man I've ever seen in my life. In my life, y'all. One of the weakest black men I've ever seen in my life. But I ain't even going to tell y'all what it's about. I'm just going to let y'all watch this shit right here. Because when I saw this, y'all, I was just so disappointed. I was so disappointed in it, but check it out, man. Shout out to what's the name of this goddamn channel? Body Cam Summit, man. Shout out to Body Cam Summit, y'all. Let's see what they got.
On March 4th, 2025, officers responded to a residence for a call of a woman wanting her husband's friend removed from the property.
What's going on?
I'm trying to find her. I want her at my house. Let's go at my house.
Who's her?
Some girl. I don't know the true nature of the relationship. Calvin, tell her to come out here now.
Just come here real quick. Just so.
Okay,
Do you live here?
I live
Hi.
here. Okay.
Calvin gave me permission in order to see her.
I'm banning her from my house now.
She's leaving.
Hold on.
Now, look, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, this get real messy right here. Now, here you go. Obviously, I'm going to just go ahead and do a quick breakdown. The lady standing outside right now with a sweater on, sweatshirt on, that is the wife of the man that's inside, the weak-ass man y'all going to see in a second. The white girl that just came out is the girl he messing with. Now, I'm going to tell you right off bat. This man got a type. He like to deal with women that disrespect the fuck out of him. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now. The wife is not as bad, but you can tell there's been some bullshit going on inside of their relationship. But this white girl right here, I don't know if it's white privilege or she just acting like a crazy ass bitch that think that accountability don't apply to her. Y'all gonna see this shit. It gets so stupid. And y'all gonna see what I talk about when I say this weak ass man. Watch this shit.
That's the ex-wife. She's mad at me because I'm here right now, but she's in the process of grabbing all of her shit and going. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, right now, she's trying to use the fact that she's under lease in order to try to get me out, but she's getting ready to leave herself.
Calvin, what did we just discuss?
She has no.
Can you just walk over here and talk to me real quick? I just want to get your side of the story. So, you no longer staying here. Is that what I'm getting?
I live here.
Okay.
We just talked about this. We are still living here.
Okay.
I moved my stuff out for a couple days.
Okay.
We got into it. But he was staying in some apartment. I don't know the true nature of their relationship. Even right now in this moment, he ain't messed with her. He's saying it out loud right now. She just keeping some shit going on. I'm over this.
Mm-hmm.
I just want her out of my house.
Okay. But this is his house as well.
It is. He just told her to leave.
Okay.
He just told her to
Like I
leave
said,
too.
what I'm trying to get at is if he's
He's
allowed her to be here, it's
no, right now she has to
okay.
go.
Well,
me and my kids are in here. This is going to turn physical. She needs to get out of here. She has to get out of here.
but what I'm saying is legally, if he is allowed
Okay,
her.
so let me ask
wait.
Can
no,
we
no.
go? I need him to tell you from his
I will
face.
go
Y'all see the shit I'm talking about, man. Like, ladies, y'all gotta work on this shit right here. Cause like for real, y'all don't be like for real, man. Y'all be acting like y'all don't give a fuck about authority and shit. Like I understand you upset, lady, but you gotta chill out with that. And look who we got right here. Looky, y'all. My local Hispanic friend. It's uncanny.
I finally got it right this time. Remember the last time I came up with my name?
Yeah, at least you got it right this time. I give you props on that, man. Hey, what's the word, man? I don't know how long you been here, so what you done seen so far?
I ain't seen nothing. The minute I saw you was live, I jumped on just to say what's up.
Oh man, look, man, I got friends out here in other states and shit. I'm starting to think you got a crush. Yeah, I'm starting to think you got a crush on me, Uncanny. You better tell Lena to watch out now. Watch out.
Please don't do that gay shit, man.
I know, man. That shit's gay as hell. Stalking my ass. Yeah,
I
man.
am not stalking you.
Man, you're gonna have to watch for a second. I know you said you can't say, hey, well, I want you to watch this shit real quick, like as much as you possibly can, because I know you at work right now. But this lady, like, y'all already seeing the attitude and disregard for authority, y'all. Y'all seeing it right now. That's what I'm telling you. When you see the husband, he a certified bitch. Either way, though, let's keep going.
I will go talk to him in a minute. But what I'm trying to explain to you is if he has allowed her to be here, he welcomed her to come here, we cannot force her to leave.
Right now, at this present moment, he had her coat in his hand saying, go, let's go, get out. Okay. She sat down and said, I'm not going nowhere.
Okay. I will go talk to him, get his side of the story, and figure this out. But I'm not saying that it's going to cause any issues, but the best thing right now is to just keep everyone separated so that way there's no other issues. What is a good phone number for you? So,
and y'all, when you see the inside of this motherfucking house, you like, who the fuck is living there? I'm being honest with y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. This house is fucking destroyed.
That house, they look like they're in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Bro, when you see the inside of, like, I ain't even talking about the outside. The outside is very disguising of what you gonna see when you think it's the Midwest though?
Yeah, those houses are like Midwesty, like Indiana, Ohio.
Yeah, I can see like an Indiana type shit, Ohio type shit. Wait, look, just wait for it, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. Even the comment section underneath this video was a lot of people just talking about the inside of that house. It's like motherfuckers don't want to leave. Motherfuckers want to come in that bitch. It's like, who the fuck want to stay in this motherfucker right here? Wait for it. You gonna see it, bro. It's fucked up.
Residing here, or
yes, I went to a hotel with my kids. That's it.
Okay.
Should have stayed in the hotel.
Okay, I'm 541 on name.
You can confirm it with the landlord. This is still my legal home.
Okay. Favor, stay out here with this officer. I'm gonna go in there and talk with him.
Honesty is always.
And they would do that right before the goddamn show the inside. Yeah, get on my screen, bitch. Oh my god, they got Michael Jackson in Fortnite.
Michael Jackson.
Man, what the fuck is this? Hell no, they got a Michael Jackson fighting game, y'all. That's crazy. They still making money off of Mike. Here you go. Get prepared to see the inside of this house.
Business to be here.
Okay.
She deserved.
All right, let's just look at this room right here real quick. Like, look at this shit. Like just this room right here with the pink wall. You got paint chipping off the top. You're missing something over here. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor. I don't think y'all can. I can see it on my screen, but I can't see it on y'all's screen. It don't matter, man. Oh no, y'all can see the cursor. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is over here. Like you got a whole bunch of trash and junk over here, tough totes and shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. The roof, yeah, yeah.
Who lives here? Hang on. All right.
Goddamn, they missing the roof too. Oh, look, this house is looking fucked up, bro.
Hang on then. How long has she been staying here?
This shit all on the man. Look at this house, Uncanny. Tell me this ain't no junky ass motherfucking house. Like this shit looks so bad.
That is a nasty ass house.
I just don't understand what's going on. Like
that is a disgusting house. Like what the fuck? Like roaches and rats live with them.
They got to, because I don't, man. Look, they're gonna go even further than that. It's clothes on the ground and shit in here, and microwave over there on the table. Look,
I just showed up.
oh, but watch out! This man. I'm sorry, I was talking so much shit about the house, I forgot the main point. I'm trying to tell you, this dude weak as fuck. And this white girl, I don't know what type of privilege she thinks she got. She in somebody else's house, just so everybody know. That's that man house and his wife house. She up in here and listen to how she talking. Because the cop trying to talk to him. Watch her.
Hang on. All right, hang on then. How long has she been staying here?
I just showed up today, sir.
Okay. Has she been living here?
She's been living here on and off
Okay.
for the approximately of 13 years, but they're getting a divorce. And the problem is because they're getting a divorce, I'm here right now. Kids like me. Look,
Okay.
sir, she's shown up with a gun to try to shoot me.
Okay.
Okay? Like she is gone.
Hold on. Where am I? I gotta get another clip in here. I'm sorry, y'all. It's perfect time for that.
Sake, not that again.
First of all, let's discuss something right quick.
Go ahead.
Are they on like meth?
I don't think so. That's the crazy part. I don't think so.
So they just disgusting for no reason.
I think so. I think so. And look, remember the wife is outside. She trying to get back in the house. So she say she living there too. So she living like that too.
Oh my god! Hey, I ain't got a lot of time. I'm just gonna say, damn. I'm gonna tune in though. I'm gonna listen. But whoa, this is disgusting.
This is disgusting as fuck.
I'm gonna go home and clean, bro.
Bro, that shit bad. When somebody talk about my shit, I'm like, nigga, look at this. Like, bro, what you talking about?
I'm about to go to my house and clean. I'm gonna clean my house, man. This is my house.
No, I don't blame you, man. But look, appreciate you tuning in. Well, appreciate you coming up. Keep watching. Because I'm trying to tell you it's going to get worse. Because this lady right here, she don't know the cop not talking to her. She don't even know how to shut the fuck up. You in somebody else's house and she talking like she in her own house. I don't get it. But appreciate that, Uncanny. I'm going to keep playing.
Above and beyond.
Okay, so hang on. Let me talk. Okay, hang on. Let me talk. Okay, you won't let me talk. Let me talk. Okay, got it. She lives here too. She can be here.
I understand that. There, by no means, is no dispute.
Can I finish talking?
But
can I finish talking?
And therefore, he's
can I finish talking?
Allows me to be here.
Can I finish talking?
Yeah, I know my rights.
This has nothing to do with rights. She just won't let me talk. Okay, you call this. So
I can call you.
Whoever called this, I don't really care right now. Okay, but I'm trying to explain this to you. If you would let me explain to you.
I'm listening.
She has a right to be here. You're saying she has no reason to be here. She has a right to be here.
No, I agree with
He has a right to have you over.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't be here.
What
I'm saying is she does have a right to be here if she has lived here. You did. You said she has no right to be here.
She has no reason to be here right now. If you want to be verbatim for what I said.
Well, I'm going to tell you, she has. If she wants to be here, she can be here. She is lived here.
True.
Okay, I cannot force her to leave. You have to get her evicted. Okay.
Exactly.
You have a right to be here if he's allowing you to be here.
Exactly.
So we're not going to remove you. Okay.
I know that.
But you won't let me talk. You just keep talking. You won't let me talk. Okay. I'm trying to explain that you're okay to be here.
I'm used to Mantino police.
A what?
Mantino police.
Okay. Well,
because
we like to explain things to you guys the proper way to go about things. Okay. Okay.
All right, that's fine. But now you have to solve that. No.
So is she just here grabbing items and then leaving?
But she wants
hey guys.
Is she just here grabbing items so that she can leave?
No.
or
She wasn't done all together here at all.
Okay.
I didn't want her to just not be able to come here to get stuff.
Okay.
At all. This is still a house too. She's not banned from this place.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's still a lot. I'm more than likely gonna be moving out. She's gonna be moving in.
Okay.
For real.
But she just grabbed a few items just to get away for a few
At the
days.
moment, dropping food off and getting the kids.
Okay. But if you've allowed her to be here, but you guys do probably have intentions on leaving at some point. Okay.
We just don't want no.
The issue is this is both of your guys' house. I mean, she doesn't want her here, but you're the one that's welcomed here. I can't force her to leave. So, what did she say?
Clear valid, some more.
So let me go talk to her again, see what her intentions are for the day. Sound like she might just be wanting to leave, but I mean, like I said, if you're willing and allowing her to be here, it's both your guys' house. I can't force her to leave.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
She's not upset that I was here. That's all.
Pick up her daughter.
You need to go pick up your daughter, and then what?
We were coming back here to eat dinner.
Trying
I
to
just
eat
brought
dinner?
groceries up in here.
Oh, Lord. Spider-Man Takis, y'all. Oh, Lord. Man, they really killing us with these commercials today, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
All right, so look. The white girl, she talking like she live in that house, and that man don't even want to open his mouth and speak for her. He finally got to say a little something, but she's still talking in the back like, lady, they not even talking to you. You only need to be fucking talking because the issue is about you being here. This ain't your house. I don't understand why she was even talking. But now they going back outside to this lady. She talking about she coming back. She just brought groceries up in there. She coming back to eat. So let's see how this shit play out.
So like I kind of already explained to you and explained to him, this is both of your guys' house. You don't want her here. He's allowed her to be here.
Okay, can you
I
ask
can't
him,
physically
ask him
force
to
her
step
to
the
leave.
stairs. Ask him to step to the stairs. Ask him to step to the stairs. Calvin, come here. Tell them you want her out of here. She can go where she needs to go right now.
She can't go there until 6.
I don't give a. She walked to the. Tell them she has to leave out of here right now. I will never come back in this mother. And I will fight you tooth and nail, and I will never come back in here. Tell this gotta go. Tell her she gotta go. You don't say it right now, I'm not coming back here. If you don't say it right now, I'm not coming back here. If you don't say it right now, I'm not coming back. Go ahead, Calvin. You got Savannah.
Weak ass man.
Go for it.
Say no. Just tell the cops no. So we can figure it out. We'll talk to each other. Tell the cops no.
He just said it. She gotta go. She gotta go. He just said it. I want her out of here.
Vanna, just grab a coat, grab your shoes. Let's get moving. He just
for a
said.
couple hours and you can come back.
No, and I'm gonna go with you. And you're coming with me. To them. Because the cops just sat there and said that if you say no to me being here, they're gonna kick me out.
Savannah, just grab your stuff. You guys
No,
can
he said
reconvene
that. He
later.
said
He just said no. You're telling him what to do. Okay, you're being narcissistic right now.
Go ahead. Do you want me to leave?
Just go. Let things cool off
Go
a
for a
little bit.
couple hours.
Do you want me to leave?
Try it again later.
Calvin, I want her banned from this house.
Savannah, let's go. Just for a little bit. Let things calm down. He just said he's gonna come, leave, and go wherever you're going. I need you to stand up. No, we're not doing it. Stand up.
I'm getting a ride.
You can call for a ride outside. Stand up. Let's
No,
go.
I'm not gonna call for a
Stand
ride
up
outside.
and go.
Aren't you calling my phone?
No.
Stand up and
I'm
go.
not calling you.
Y'all, look at this house, man. Ugh. And she just don't give a fuck. She don't think nothing gonna happen to her. She gonna do what the fuck she want to do no matter what. So like when y'all be saying it's just black women that do that shit, hell no. You got two crazy chicks in this video. The wife outside and that lady right there. She just even more fucking belligerent. And he just weak as fuck. Like he just weak as shit. He's softer than Charmin.
Stand up and go where you're going in cuffs.
We don't have to do none of this. You might as well.
Stand up and go.
Makes absolutely no sense. This doesn't make any sense.
You're making this way more difficult.
waiting.
I'm gonna cuff
I'm
you.
waiting.
I'm giving you opportunities
waiting.
to leave.
I'm waiting.
Stand up and go. No, you are being narcissistic.
Yep.
You are trying. You're just causing way more drama than needs to be here. Why does it have to be this difficult? Stand up and leave.
You want to explain?
They're acting like a damn child and they giving her chances like y'all already know, man. Look, ladies, y'all get a lot of chances because I done seen cops give black women some chances too, but not this much. Like they being very patient with this girl. She ended up acting like a belligerent child. I'm waiting. Man, I would have been done grabbed her. Like, come on, get on up out of here. You done. You going to jail now.
Want to explain?
Go call for a ride. We will stand by while you're right. Yes. Okay. Do you want her gone? right now?
No.
Do you want her to leave?
All right. Say it. Just say it. Just say it.
That nigga whispering hard as hell. Like, she talking regular. I don't think she yelling right now, and I can hear her. This nigga over there whispering like a little bitch. Like, this dude weak as hell, bro.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Do you have an actual ID with you, ma'am?
You guys have to figure that out. I don't have to provide anything.
Go ask her to sign the complaint. Get her to sign the complaint. You're not leaving? I don't know why you want to do things the hard way. We're giving you a chance to walk away from this. He said he's going to leave the house. Come wherever you're going.
No.
He just said that.
He literally just said that he doesn't want me out of the house, but you guys are all fucking listening to her.
She's the owner of the house.
No, she's not.
Okay.
She's the owner of the house, and he just sat there and told you he didn't want me to leave.
Okay, well, if they're both on the lease.
Yeah, and they're both on the lease, and he just sat there and said no. He just sat there and said no.
Okay, if she doesn't want you here, then you have to leave.
No, that's not true. They're both the owners. You want to? What is your name?
Sergeant Twan. She
I'm
has a
sorry.
vested.
What is your name?
I just told you.
No, I want it again.
Well, you should listen the first time.
What is your name?
I already told you.
What is his name? By law, you have to identify yourself.
I already did. It's not my.
By law, they don't. A lot of people need to get that understanding. Cops, by law, do not have to identify themselves to you. Now, some departments have a policy where they're supposed to identify themselves, but there's no law that says cops got to identify themselves to you.
By law, you have to identify
It's not my fault you're not paying attention.
All right.
I told you.
What is your name?
I already told you.
What's your badge number?
7940.
Your name?
Duval 6640.
Yeah, well, 5213.
You're a fat bastard.
Thank you.
Now she talking shit. Like, lady, they done told you got to go, bro. The weak ass dude done said you had to go. Everybody heard it. The cops heard it. The wife heard it. Like, you said you got to get on up out of here, and you still trying to press the issue like a little child, a little petulant child.
That's your wife doesn't on the daily, does she?
Damn, you talking about a nigga wife?
You're a fat bastard.
Thank you.
I bet your wife doesn't on the daily, does she?
Never heard that before.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
She talking shit. She talking shit, y'all.
Pretty sure. You look like you got a little dick.
Okay.
Damn.
I cried too.
You're a real class act.
I ain't gonna hold it. I got to do it again, y'all.
Damn.
She said you look like you got a little dick. What that man did to you, girl? Like, she just a little next. He seemed like he just get these aggressive, don't listen to nobody, nasty ass chicks. That's what it seemed like he attracted to. Because he a fuckboy. This is bad.
100%. I bet you want to ask me, don't you?
You're about to go to jail about
Yeah,
2
you
seconds.
little dick. This little dick. No, I told you. Give
She's still talking shit.
I told you. How am I going to call your phone?
Lisa, go. Hands on your back.
How am I going to call my phone?
Hey, y'all really think about that. Like, what did she win? All that for nothing. Now you going to jail. All that for what? I be looking at some people real funny when they do that. Like, you pushing the issue too far. Like, bro, they were being so nice and patient with her. It's like, all that for what? What did you prove, girl? Now watch her when she get taken out the house, y'all. She's still gonna be talking shit.
I'm going to eat your black ass.
So happy to see
Y'all heard that.
you. You look great. Hey, you never called me back.
I'm going to eat.
Wait, look. Hold on real quick. Like, why they bringing it out? Because I'm gonna pause on this room, y'all.
I'm going to eat.
Like, look at all this shit right here, man. And they all in here having an issue about being up in this motherfucker. Who the fuck want to be up in there? Like, look at that shit, man. Just junk. Like, I don't even know what this big tall thing is right here. I don't even know what that is. Like, you fighting to live up in there? Like a crack house. But either way, though, listen to what she said, man. She started saying started getting a little racial. When she started coming out that door.
Eat your black ass. I'm going to eat you. You fight right back, your ass.
She's not back.
You're not allowed to come back on my property.
Okay,
I
let's
will.
go.
I bet you I will. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? I'm a
man in your bed too. I'm gonna f your man in your bed too. What was I supposed to do? I'm waiting for an Uber.
What do you got in your pocket? You're going to jail. You had your chance to leave.
Sir,
you want to be in no. Now it's sir.
not.
A minute ago you're calling us name. No. You're
Yeah. What happened to all that energy where you had? You called him a little dick. You say you bet he got a little dick, and you talking shit about his wife if he even got one. Called him a fat fuck, and now you want to call him sir. Now that you about to go to jail. And look what she had. She had a little pokey poke in her pocket too.
You had your chance to leave.
Sir,
you want to be in no. Now it's sir. A minute ago you're calling us name. No. Your actions brought you here today. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Literally told me to sit down.
You wanted to be indignant. You wanted to sit there and be indignant. You were told to leave. You didn't leave. So you're here because of yourself.
I had it over.
That pokey poke.
Your verse 28 is showing expired. The other one's expired.
If she told you to leave, you didn't leave.
No, he told me to wait for him. You want to ask him?
She doesn't want you here.
No, but she just came here. He hid me in his basement.
Doesn't matter.
Waited.
Man, so you was hiding in the basement from his wife. I guess you got caught.
Aaron said, I'm waiting for my Uber. He even sat there.
I didn't hear that. All I heard you say was all I heard you call me was a fat bastard.
Look, you know what, sir? You remind me of the cop that fucked me over the last time when I did nothing wrong.
You did this to yourself.
No, when I did nothing.
Oh, Lord, here comes the waterworks.
For fuck's sake. Not that again.
Here come the goddamn waterworks.
You did this to yourself.
But I did nothing wrong.
Have a seat in the car.
And I did nothing wrong. The cop. You know why?
Get in the car.
You know why?
Charge.
Okay, I did nothing
Get in the
wrong.
vehicle before.
Ask him.
Do you want another
Ask
charge?
him.
Sit in the
Ask
vehicle.
him. Ask him whether or not I was waiting for my Uber. I was waiting for my Uber.
And they still being patient with this girl. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all that privilege is a motherfucker. And I'm talking about the women privilege, and she also get the white privilege too. Because they would have been to shove the black person up in that bitch. We done covered the videos, y'all. We already know that to be true.
I was waiting for my Uber.
Get in the car.
I was waiting for my Uber.
Sit. Get in the vehicle.
I was waiting for my Uber.
Get in the car.
If he grabs me,
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Stop grabbing me.
Then listen.
Stop grabbing me, sir. I was waiting for my
Residents obstructing a PO.
The woman was charged with criminal trespassing and resisting arrest. Thanks for viewing.
That's a weak ass dude in that video, y'all. Gentlemen, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Like, for real, don't be like that. Please don't be like that. That's embarrassing. But like, I don't know what's up with that. What was up with that lady? Like, I guess she really feel like the consequences of the world don't apply to her. But obviously it did. But I'm gonna show y'all something because we're gonna transition to the cops, and that dude weak as fuck. He's soft as hell, and I don't know why anybody's fighting to stay in that fucking house. That house, that I wouldn't even consider that a house. You might as well call that shit a shed. That's a fucking shed because that all that trash and that junk in there, that's nasty, man. That's nasty right there. I don't know who the fuck trying to fight to stay up in there. But yeah, we got to transition to the cops, man, because this shit came out. Now, I know. Look, I will say this because I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but I will say this. Y'all know. We had got some recent news the other day about Sonia Massey's killer. You know, that cop that, you know, he actually got sentenced to prison and shit. Well, he ended up kicking the bucket in there. Now, a lot of people thought some folks got to him and shit, but I think he died of a heart attack or some shit like that. Some weird shit like that. But that's karma. Just wanted to make sure we said something about that. Because, you know, it is what it is. But I want y'all to see this other crazy-ass officer right here, man. Because I ain't going to lie, though. This dude has so many complaints against him, and they still allow this motherfucker to stay on the police force. I want y'all to see this shit. And that's why I like local news, because local news actually get to something. Like, this major national news, man, they be on some of that whole shit. But either way, though, let's get to it.
Ravi, the I-team first exposed Officer Joseph Vecchio as part of a group of CPD officers accused of unlawful traffic stops and searches in the near North and Gold Coast neighborhoods 2 years ago. Now he's in Cook County lockup, charged with a brutal attack.
The night of August 18th, a woman scaled down her third-story O'Hare apartment balcony to find a neighbor and call police. Bleeding and bruised, she told investigators she was escaping her boyfriend, Officer Joseph Vecchio. Vecchio had punched and strangled her, kept her from leaving the apartment, and threatened to kill her by cracking her skull, according to court records. Now he's charged with a felony count of aggravated domestic battery. After viewing photos of the woman's injuries, a judge ordered Vecchio be held behind bars until trial, finding this CPD officer poses a real and present threat to community safety. Vecchio has been relieved of police powers, but is still on the force, according to Chicago police.
He's got to pop out then.
The I-team first learned of Officer Vecchio's name, investigating dozens of drivers who say they were unlawfully stopped and searched by the 1863 tactical team.
Better start listening. What do you mean I better start listening?
In lawsuits, drivers have accused the team of racial profiling and violating their constitutional rights. The city and officers have denied allegations
You don't say. You don't say.
of wrongdoing in court. Police records show in his 6 years working for CPD, Vecchio accumulated 76 complaints, including allegations of unjustified traffic stops, arrests, searches, and unprofessional conduct. More complaints than anyone else in the department, according to internal city records. Half revealed findings of misconduct, according to the city's police oversight body.
I am now calling the board's August meeting to order.
At a Chicago Police Board meeting last week, it was announced Vecchio is now facing termination.
The chief administrator recommended that police officer Joseph Vecchio be discharged from the Chicago Police Department.
Board members recommended discipline against Vecchio in several cases, and in one, the police superintendent agreed Vecchio should be fired.
The superintendent agreed with the recommendation to discharge Officer Vecchio from the CPD.
Now, the I-team found Vecchio has been named in 19 lawsuits filed against the city since 2024. He's also been
19, y'all. 19 motherfucking lawsuits. And guess who's gonna pay for it?
twice accused of domestic violence. In addition to Vecchio, 4 other members of the 8-person 1863 unit were relieved of police powers after the I-team's initial reporting.
So Markey now remains in jail until his trial.
He will be held behind bars as a threat to public safety, according to the judge.
Hey, and the question you should ask is, why was he still allowed to be a police officer this long? Like, it took him beating up his girl and she having to jump out windows or whatever the hell to get away from her for y'all to finally do something, when the community has been coming to y'all and telling y'all like who this dude is. But this next video is going to explain why that shit happens. Shout out to the amazing Lucas for this one, and this gonna be our finale, y'all. We ending up on this one, but like, I want y'all to see how crazy and how fucked up this system is, and why a lot of people, like, I done had people tell me, because they heard that we'll have conversations, they'll understand, like, I don't have really good feelings about law enforcement at all. I don't. And they be like, well, you should become a cop and change it from the inside if you got such a problem with it. And I'm like, man, you sound fucking stupid. Like, that, I ain't gonna lie, that's how I be looking at them. I'm saying, you sound fucking stupid. And they would look at me like I'm dumb. Well, I want y'all to watch this video right here, because somebody did try to join the police force and somebody did try to make a difference. And watch what they did to this motherfucker right here. This shit is fucking hilarious. Shout out to Amazing Lucas once again.
This is why we can't have nice things. Oh my goodness. So one reoccurring theme on this channel is 100% police reform. Okay, I've covered white people who have been victims of police brutality. I've covered black people who have been victims of police brutality. One of the acts that I was definitely for was the George Floyd Policing Act, which fell, okay, which is nowhere right now, because you had one of these mofos, Clyburn, who was talking about, well, how about we remove the qualified immunity part from it and we just get it passed? And I was like, listen, Clyburn, okay, the whole point, okay, the crux of the George Floyd Policing Act was the removal of qualified immunity.
I do believe that a half loaf is better than no loaf at all. Now, what we sent to the Senate, there was what I consider to be the whole loaf on qualified immunity. That is to say, get rid of it. Now, not to get rid of it would be no loaf at all. So
I'm trying to tell y'all, coons on both sides. I'm trying to tell you, this black man don't care about the black community. Dude, the whole point of that bill was to take away qualified immunity. And you saying, fuck it, just to get something passed, take it out just to get it passed. Like, dude, that defeats the whole purpose. And it's actually would benefit your community the most. A lot of white people would benefit from it too, because they get fucked up by the police too. I don't know why they don't know that. But take away their qualified immunity. When they break the fucking law, you can come for them personally. And they need to stop coming off of taxpayers anyways. But you don't give a fuck about that. You sound stupid. All skinfolk ain't kinfolk. All skinfolk ain't kinfolk, y'all. Y'all know y'all done heard that many times, but it's true.
a half loaf is somewhere in between. I would hope they would find some compromise on that.
So by you taking it out of the bill, it makes a bill null and void, makes it useless. But that's where we are when we have these step-and-fetch-it black Democrats who are just like,
I like that term, step-and-fetch-it. I might have to use that. You got these step-and-fetch-it ass niggas. Stepping fetching ass white boys. Like, I'm gonna have to use that. Hey, that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings if I say that to them in person because they ain't gonna know what the fuck it means. I'm gonna use that shit though.
Wait, let's just get something passed. Let's just get something done. What's the point of getting something done if it's useless, right? You feckless politician. Anyways, I digress. But the reason being is for stories like this. So you have this officer, Daniel Flores. And just to interrupt for a second, I want to let everyone know of Black Accountable, especially those, is that instead of exiting politics, that we check it out, please. Black as a tool in ourselves and to shield ourselves from those who would like to exploit Black America. He accumulated, I think, over 120 minutes of police officers. Now, what they are saying in this recording, this audio, it's a bunch of racist stuff, bro. A bunch of racist and misogynist stuff. Calling Black people monkeys, using stereotypes. Oh, we like, chicken and watermelon and basketball and all. You know how the stereotypes they bring up. There was one where they were reporting and talking about.
And y'all, I still think that's the dumbest thing ever. It was like they talk about Black people liking chicken, watermelon, and basketball. It's like, okay, y'all like chicken too. Y'all like it a lot. A lot of y'all in the South eat watermelon. I don't even eat watermelon, y'all. I don't like watermelon. I'm Black. And I can swim too. Ain't it amazing? But a lot of white people like watermelon. And on top of that, y'all are some of the biggest diehard fans when it comes to basketball. I ride through y'all neighborhoods all the time. And I see basketball goals after basketball goals. But for some reason, Black people, basketball is like it makes no sense, bro. But to be racist, you have to be stupid because it's illogical to dislike somebody because of their skin color. You got a problem with colors, motherfucker. You got a problem with colors? Either way, though, let's keep going.
A female officer, how she was, let's just say, grape. Grape. How she was grape. Oh, hold on, let's go back. They wanted to physically, grape. Okay. How she was. There was one where they were reporting and talking about a female officer, how she was. Let's just say grape. Grape. How she was grape worthy. They wanted to physically take advantage of her. That's what one of the officers is saying. Now, I want you to understand this.
So, let's get this right, y'all, where we are right now. You had an officer, and I told y'all the system will protect the system. You had an officer that reported fellow officers saying racist shit about Black people. Obviously, they patrol Black areas. And, there's no conflict of interest in that, saying racist shit. And they also were talking about graping a fellow female police officer. Okay? You would think. Matter of fact, I'm just going to let the video play.
This officer then presents this to, I think, the LAPD council or whatever, right? The hierarchy, the system of command. He presents this expecting that, hey, something's going to be done about this, right? Like you have all these officers, being racial, like they're out there executing the law. Like what are we talking about? There's clearly some racial bias that these mofos is going to have. Guess what the DA does? They charge him. That's correct. Even to a guy like me, that's cold. The officer who presents, incriminating evidence about people in the department, they charge him. The DA charges him with.
And look, hold on, my bad. Hold up. Let me say that part. Well, how many? Hold on, Lucas, my bad. I'm too quick trying to click on something.
Charge him. The DA charges him with 16 felonies of eavesdropping.
16 felonies of eavesdropping. Y'all, we need Bernie for this.
That ain't right. That ain't right. It ain't right.
You can't make this shit up. This guy exposes racists in the police department, people who are talking about sexually harming their fellow female officers. He gives this to them and they charge him with 16 felonies. Okay.
Can't make this up, fam. You can't make this up. Now, Karen Bass and everyone else was like, yo, this is, what are you doing, bro? This person should be protected. This is not how you try to go about it. But they're trying to say that, oh, well, he was trying to get, the LAPD lotto. That's what he was trying to do. And that, he edits out many of him being a part of the conversation and whatnot, yada, yada. Now, anybody who knows anything about anything knows that in order to make a racist feel comfortable, they have to think that you're a part of the family, right? So you may say something as bait to get them to bite, and then they just let free. Okay, that doesn't mean that you actually believe in what you're saying. That means you are trying to get this fool to expose himself for his true form. That's what you're trying to do. Now, that being said, what has recently happened is that the DA is like, you know what? This is sending the wrong message. You think? You mean an officer who reports another officer saying a bunch of racist, anti-Black things, LAPD officer saying this, you want to prosecute him, and you just happen to come to, you know what? this isn't really the optics that we want. This isn't really the image that we want to put forward for the LAPD. Like, this is what we're dealing with, okay, in LA, bro. I'm just letting, this is what we're dealing with. So sure enough, what they do is they don't drop the charges, right? They can just simply say, you know what, we're going to scratch this. No, what they do, what he does, he lowers it to misdemeanors. Fam, he lowers it to a misdemeanor. That's what he does, okay?
You need to leave. That is disgusting.
That is egregious, y'all. But this is America. This is America, man.
So this man still has to go through the process. This officer who is a whistleblower calling out the racism still has to go through the process. He's still being penalized. He's still being punished. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. And you wonder why where we have officers who are going rogue. You wonder why we have mofos who are taking it out, right? Once they get into the department or they try, to make the department better, that it's not about the officer who was trying to make the department better. It's about the system. The system doesn't want this to happen. We can see this, clear as present day. This isn't the first officer who's gone through this. This is where the whole blue wall of silence comes from. It's from officers who are saying, hey, I tried to make a difference and I was persecuted. I was attacked. That is a problem that starts from the top. Starts from the top down. So when I'm talking about, hey, we got to destroy the system, we got to get rid of this, that's what needs to happen. Because if you think your little black butt is going to go into the system that is working against you and magically change it, no, the people who run the system don't want it to change. This is not a bug, it's a feature. That's what they're going to tell you. Yeah.
And that's what I literally wish people would understand. Because I told you I done had too many conversations with people that when it gets to police, it's like, well, why don't you become a cop? And you go there and change. It's like, bitch, you sound stupid as fuck. You join the NFL and change it. Man, I ain't finna change shit, motherfucker. Like, I'm going there and get a paycheck and be part of this bullshit that they do right now. It's like the military. I'll join the military. I had ideas of how that shit should be while I was in there. I couldn't change that shit, man. This shit is structured. This is a system. And they've been doing it this way for a long time. I ain't finna be able to change nothing. And a lot of people need to understand that's why they say, like he said, they say destroy these things and build something new. Motherfuckers just want to come here and put Band-Aids on shit. Like, that's the whole purpose of the building is the whole purpose of the system is set up to do one thing and one thing only. Putting Band-Aids on bullshit and trying to act like you fix something is not going to do anything for you. You have to destroy that whole thing and build something new. You have to.
Going into the poor neighborhoods, attacking the black people and getting them, then putting them into the prisons. Yeah, the prisons need cheap labor, okay? What's the fastest way to get this cheap labor? Is to go into disproportionately underfunded neighborhoods, go in there, pin them with some crime, whatever it is, doesn't matter, because you understand that they're gonna get what? They're not gonna have the money to get an attorney. What are they gonna get? They're gonna get a public defender. You think the public defender is gonna, hey, that's not true, my client? No, they're working hand in hand with the prosecutor. Hey, prosecutor working hand in hand with the judge, because it's all part of the system. So what happens, in many cases, they take a plea deal, which screws them over. But what happens? They then get put into the system.
In addition to them, they're releasing some good ones that we.
And I want y'all to really pay attention to this one. Hey to Miss Nicasia. She said something and then asked me if I was single. Currently, yes. Currently, yes. But I want y'all to, oh fuck. I want y'all to hear this goddamn, I don't know who he is, a DA or something. I don't know, dude. Like, and it's down in Mississippi, bro. They don't give no fuck, bro. Like, for real, these people will be open about this shit. Listen to what this man is about to say out of his mouth, y'all. This is fucking outrageous.
In addition to them, they're releasing some good ones that we use every day to wash cars, to change the oil in our cars, to cook in the kitchen, to do all that where we save money. Well, they're going to let them out.
They then get their cheap labor. That's what they get. That's what happens. So they go in there, grab a few, put them in to get cheap labor.
That Sheriff Watson approved and allowed inmates from his work release program to do work on a political campaign, setting up a tent with tables and chairs for a political campaign fundraiser.
You have set up a tent and sent out your inmates to set up that tent for him, and you don't regret that?
No.
Do you understand that under the code, how that might not apply?
You see this code? That's what I think, okay? You keep drawing this up, Andy. You're trying to stir up a pot of beef.
That motherfucker balled that shit up, knowing he know he's on camera. He knows this guy's from the news. And he just pretty much told you straight up in your face, bitch, I don't give a fuck about what the law say, what the code say. I don't care. And I'm the sheriff. Ball it up and throw it away. I'm going to use them niggas to help me do whatever the hell I need to do. We got them locked up. They owe us this time, and I'm going to take advantage of it. It's like, bruh, and you probably got a lot of them locked up on some bullshit. Who's the number one most exonerated group in America? Black men.
To say that under the code, how that might not apply.
You see this code? Let's go off that, okay? You keep drawing this up, Andy. You're trying to stir up a pot of beans, okay?
Because the beast needs to be fed. And all these mofos are, none of these officers care about that. They don't care about the community. None of them know that. Because once you're in that job for a long enough period, you get callous. That's what happens. You get cold. You start to realize, hey, I'm just a cog in the wheel, bro. I'm just trying to get my pension, bro. I'm just trying to get back to my family. The whole purpose of why many of them may have entered the job, and arguably, I would argue many of them probably entered it just to do that, right? They did that to have power, have dominion over someone. That's all that matters. That's all that happens. If you speak to many of them, you know, that idealism that many of them may have once had, it's gone, fam. It's gone. It's completely gone because that's what the system does. It breaks you.
We've got here is failure to communicate.
It makes sure that you conform to the system. I don't know what to tell you, bro. There definitely, when it comes to reform, there has to be some serious reform. There has to be. But the problem is, who do you know that is actually going to take that stand? Who do you know is going to take that bullet, that metaphorical bullet? And I don't even think it'll be a metaphorical bullet because once you fight against the system fights against you. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, there's no either or here, bro. I don't know what the either or here is, right? I don't know how you can look at the policing system as it is and be like, yeah, that's fine. That's good. They're doing a great job. Unless you're a complete 100% certified bootlicker. And being a bootlicker is antithetical to everything you stand for, or at least many of these people claim that they stand for when it comes to this country about freedom and 1776. And it's like, fam, if your mindset is just do as they say, do what they tell you to do, what are we doing here? You know better than the Nazis at that point. Well, you're just following orders. Anyways, unfortunately, I would.
Look, y'all, and I'm with Lucas on that shit, man. It's crazy because you have a lot of people that sit out here and try to say whatever they say, and it's like, bro, like you ain't about nothing that you talking about, bro. You ain't about shit you talking about. But he's right. He's right. And it should be astounding to folks to see that you have, and look, it's not even just that police department. I want y'all to truly understand that. It's just not that police department. Because if you look out throughout America, we are kind of predisposed to being on that type of time. A lot of people are. This cop went and exposed other officers saying racist things, talking about harming fellow female officers and shit. And their response to that is to charge him. The same thing happens on the federal level where you have whistleblowers that are in the government. These motherfuckers, Eric Snowden ran all the way to Russia because he exposed the United States spying on the American citizens. And what the government tried to do, they tried to lock him up. He had to run to Russia, y'all. This country they all about covering up their sins, and anybody that talk about it, bro, you will get punished around here. That's really the heart of this country when it comes down to it. And people need to pay attention to really understand that. But look, y'all, I ain't finna hold y'all up tonight because I ain't gonna lie, your boy getting a little hungry and I need to eat something. But for everybody that tuned in, man, I hope y'all hit that like, subscribe, share, turn notifications on, man. Look, we're gonna try to at least do one live a week. I don't know what day to be on, so y'all just always stay tuned. But we putting up the shorts. We're gonna get them videos popping again. Shout out to us, we hit 21K. Y'all, hold on. Do I got a round of applause thing in here? Hold on, I think I got a round of applause thing in here. Yeah. 21. Second channel, we ain't got the 21K. But either way, though, y'all, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. Once again, like, subscribe, share, turn notifications on, all that in the bag of chips. And appreciate you. But your boy about to get up out of here. I'll catch y'all in the next one as always, man. Okay.